Okay folks, another review. This is Sociable Soccer 2024. Sociable Soccer 24 on Nintendo Switch. It's also out on PS5, PS4, Xbox. What have you got here? You haven't got a lot, unfortunately. You've got a world mode, which allows you just to play a game as a league. Let me just show you what that looks like. As you can see, I'm playing as Wimbledon in that league. That's all I can do. This is when I first got the game as well. I played 4 games that you can see at the top. It's just, I'm just smashing it, and I've put it on the easiest setting possible. I'm going to come out of that. As you can see, I can only save one version of that. Really, really poor show. So you can't play any, you can't set up custom leagues like you might have in the back in the days of Sensible Soccer. So this is designed by a guy called John Hare. He made Sensible Soccer, so he's thrown a lot of the great things from Sensi under the bus, really. Just got rid of them. The custom league, multiplayer leagues, all the things we had in Sensible World of Soccer are gone. You've got friendly, you've got career. Career is almost a little bit like kind of Ultimate Team to a very loose extent, but you're playing offline against other people's real teams, so it's kind of almost like a hybrid between offline and online. Let me show you what the game is like. You can see here that there are all manner of things going on, different leagues and stuff, but anyway, I'm up against 3D Woody, who's got a very good team by the look of it, so this might actually be a challenge. The biggest problem with this this guy has got some good players in here, and this is the trouble with this game, is you end up with a lot of teams you play against, you just clobber them. It's too easy. I've gone for the classic Sensible Soccer style view, but this game here I think is going to be a different proposition, because I think the guy's actually got decent players here for once. But the game is, it's kind of race and chase, and it's not bad. You can see it's very quick. Doesn't necessarily make it great though, and the graphics are a little bit jerky. There's no theme tune like you get from Sensible, and if anyone who played Sensible Soccer would know exactly what I'm on about with that. So it's a real shame that we haven't got any of that going on. So we've got what we've got basically, and it's okay. So this is going to be the toughest game I'll have had for a long while. Then it shows you stock kind of celebrations. You can have it from these sorts of angles here and play it from these angles, but I don't think the graphics are particularly good, so I might as well just stay out of the graphics. Goalies, when you do get shots away, this is the biggest problem when you are playing the game against a team of a similar ability to yourself. The goalies aren't very good. The goals do tend to be a bit just shoot from wherever you can, and it kind of, you can build play up, but I don't think this is a particularly great version of Sensi, if you want to call it that. As you play through the game, you can upgrade your characters, but only to an extent. Then you have to get new ones, you unpack them and stuff like that. So it's very much, you know, trying to get this, and it's relatively addictive to play in this career mode. This is probably only about the 5th game I've been beaten on, so I'm up against a good side, and then they have also B to skip or X to continue and things like that. So there's inconsistencies just in menus and stuff, which is a bit frustrating. You know, are you pressing X, or are you pressing A to continue, X to continue, B to skip? They rather should be using the same button for all of it. For some reason he's got different buttons for different menu options, which is nonsense. But all I would say is, although I criticise the game, I am actually, just got to be my free kick. I do enjoy the game. I do enjoy the game, but this is not Sensible Soccer. I'll show you a little clip now of if you want something that is Sensible Soccer. Down the bottom there, you can see Super Arcade Football, not to be confused with Super Arcade Soccer. And that is the most genuine, sort of authentic version, if you like, or new equivalent of Sensible Soccer. This game is not that game. This game is too limited in the options. I also enjoy games like Pixel Cup Soccer, which again you can set up your own custom leagues and things like that. This game is very limited in options. It is a real crying shame. And what I like when I used to play Sensible was to set up leagues where I'd have a mix of teams, so good teams and bad teams, and it would almost like using the team selection to gauge the difficulty. With this, on the most difficult settings normally, I would clobber this team. Like I say, this is only because I'm up against Mbappe and all those lot. I'm getting walloped. And I don't really understand why I'm up against such a good team when every other time I play really naff teams. What happens is you win games or play. I'm going to make a substitution. That is one thing that is quite good. So I press the button here for subs, and that does work quite well, in fairness. It will now allow me to change teams or change players. I'll do that right now. It just jumps. There's no sound or anything. How horrible is that? Yeah, do you see what I mean? So I haven't got a centre half on the bench. We'll just put a defensive midfielder in there. Let's change that guy there for an attacking midfielder, and we'll change that guy there for a striker. So you can make your changes relatively quickly like that, which works quite nicely. And you've got these bars around the players which indicate when the players are running out of juice. So that is quite good because they do tire when you do have to make use of your subs. It would have been nice if I could have set up auto subs, but that would have been really good. But no, that again is something which you just don't get. You never had that on Sensible. It's the sort of thing you have on Pro Evolution, isn't it? It allows you to speed the game up. So if you want fast games, put on some auto subs here for me, John Hare, rather than me having to keep going into menus and changing them. I'll show you the league tables in a minute, and then I'll give you my final view on this. It's not all bad. If you're looking for Sensible Soccer, this isn't a game for you. You look, like I say, Super Arcade Football is the game for you. If you're looking for something that is similar to Sensible Soccer, I think I'll do that. I'll give you a little clip now of Super Arcade Football, and you'll probably see what I mean. That is a good fun goal there, and I like those sort of goals where they ping around a bit. Let's just show you what happened there. So again, the replays and the angles are quite decent, but it's all a bit mental. I don't mind that. So there's the end of that. I continue X to continue this time. Now we'll press A to continue this time. Okay. A to continue this time. And A to continue this time. In a minute it'll say B to skip. X is play, which is not play, it's actually advance. So that should be A to continue, but it's not, it's X now. I'm playing X, pressing X now, and eventually I'll unlock that guy there. X to play, and now you can go into here and you can look at different league tables. So I'm on Solihull there in Division 8. Top players. There's this graphical glitch that someone gives you on there. You have these clashes between me and other teams. So because Forest Green have actually walloped me, my team are losing there, but I don't know why it's giving me a clash against Forest Green. There we are in the 7-day clan. There's a club rank, and I don't know what the numbers mean. It doesn't tell me what the numbers mean. 2, 2, 2, 2. Don't know what that means. I haven't got a clue. Haven't got a scoop. So there I am. 2. I don't know what 2 means. Season ranking 2. Don't know what that means. Doesn't tell me at the top. And my club is me and somebody else in there. So that's basically that, guys. Squad. There's my squad there. So as you can see, it's kind of a little bit like Ultimate Teams. Then you can upgrade players or sell them. I'll see if I can upgrade anyone. There we go, upgrade that goalie if I wanted to. Don't know if I want to upgrade him or not, actually. Probably not. That's 44 or 44. I don't know what to do really. There's a bit of upgrading you can do. So if I upgrade that guy, I'll show what happens. Upgrade him, and then I can take that player there to upgrade. So I'm going to do that, even though the guy on the left is probably a better goalie. I think that Buzanis will override ranking eventually. So I upgrade there. I've got to press X to upgrade. Now he's gone up to 39, and so you go. This is how you work it through. So you have players you upgrade. If there's no transfer market, you can't buy and sell players. They're very limited. You just sort of, it's one of these games that you grind. You just keep going. So let me just show you very quickly a bit of Super Arcade football. Right, folks, here we are in Super Arcade football, not to be confused with Super Arcade Soccer. This is a custom league I set up ages ago. I haven't played it for ages. As you can see, I'm playing as Silent, so they've got all these sort of sensible soccer fun teams in there. And let me show you what the game's like. So right away, I've got these funny names. This looks like Sensi, doesn't it? It looks like an upgraded version of Sensi. I think it is an upgraded version of Sensi, if I'm honest. But just the way the game plays is and there's no, there you go, yeah, great start. There's very little, I think, in terms of mucking around with crossing and all of that. There might be a high ball button, I can't remember, but I think it's all just basically one button, and it just plays really, really well. It'll take me a minute to get into it because these games are pretty difficult to play because they are that kind of old school kind of game, and this is a really easy start for me. I'm not going to dwell too long on this game. This is not about this review is not about this game, but instantly, or within 2 or 3 minutes, you'll start playing this and think, oh, I like this game. I'm just using one bump. I can get a bit of after touch there, as you can see. Controls are not straightforward, but it's fast and furious. I can set up custom teams. I can have as many human sides as I want in that league. You can also see you've got the names of all your players as well, which I can toggle on and off, or I think it says at the top. So it just strikes me as being a really, really easy game, and you can, there's no shoulder buttons for speed or anything like that. There's no, I don't think there's even any change player button. I think it's just straight get on with it, pal, you know. So anyway, let's get back to Sociable Soccer. As you can see, this is like Sensi. If you want Sensi, get Super Arcade Football. That's again not Super Arcade Soccer, Super Arcade Football. Let's get back to Sociable Soccer 24, and I'll give you the final knockings and tell you what I think of that game. Okay, folks, back to this game. Super Sociable Soccer 2024 or 24. Out of 10, cost me 20 quid this game. A lot of money for a game like this. Didn't worth that. But I'm a football game junkie, so I had to try it. It's probably worth a tenner. It's not brilliant if there's like more than 2 of you that want to play. If you want to have a bit of a party game, waste of time. It's okay. Gets a 6 out of 10 for me, but unfortunately it could be so much better if they just improved the options, the game modes, tweak the difficulty settings, made the graphics a little bit smoother because they're a little bit juddery, got rid of some of these menu issues, maybe put a little bit of soundtrack behind the song, behind the game itself. So there you go, folks. Tell me what you think. Catch you guys on the football schmuckball flip side.